Hey there, it's Nazreen from the Golden Nuggets podcast. If you guys are a business owner, consultant, coaches, experts, or self-employed professionals looking to grow your reach, I would like to introduce to you the Podium. It is our flagship podcast where we feature professionals just like you to share your story, to promote your business, and connect with a broader audience in the podcast space. So far, we have successfully completed 10 episodes featuring incredible guests, and the feedback has been awesome. And for a limited time offer, previously we charged for $250. We raised it slightly higher. Right now it's at $300 per episode. It is a 70% discount from our original price. This includes not only being featured in the podcast, but also gaining content to promote your business and credibility that comes with it. If you've been considering to be part of a podcast, now is your chance. Don't miss out this opportunity to amplify your message, reach to new audience, and stand out within your industry. I look forward to see you in the Podium, and let's share your story.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Golden Nuggets podcast. This is technically part 2 of the last Podium that you've heard, and we want to
the last Anecdotes.
Sorry. Banyak sangat series Sorry guys.
We have more, inshallah.
Inshallah.
We have more, guys.
Yeah, and today, where we left off just now earlier, we want to share about the plans that we want to do this year, the things that we have already set for ourselves. So
Goal setting, you mean?
Yeah, goal setting.
I kind of like hate goal setting because it's not about not achieving it. It's something which how I say this, because the commitment is tough to meet it. If you don't, then you feel bad. So I wanna try to not so. I mean, I have a daily goal setting instead of like a yearly. To make sure I tick off all the main checklist, and that will be I live day by day lah. But of course, long term I have my own set of goals lah. But yearly, no lah. Because based on experience, like want to lose weight lah, all these things, no lah. Hamcai ke laut.
Okay. Just trying to motivate you. I just saw this TikTok where this guy was trying to lose weight, and then he take a picture like every single day he goes to the gym. And for the first 10 months, he looks the same.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. And you start to see that he starts to slowly shrink a bit, even though it was like just a little bit.
10 months the same,
Yeah, 10 months the same. So he actually replied to the comments when people were saying, how come you look the same for most of the pictures? And he said that it was very difficult for him. Maybe it's his body type or the way he eats, his eating habits and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it was a bit hard for him to lose the weight. But it took 10 months of consistent effort. So
10 months before you see results.
Yeah, so don't be disheartened or dismayed with yourself. Like, you might, 10 months.
Yeah, the thing is, many unwanted or unexpected distractions that occur in different parts of your year, of the year. So like suddenly you need to invest a good amount of time to go for buffet or
buffet,
like something you don't want it, but yeah,
sometimes it's family.
Family. I don't want to blame, but it's all about
come on family. Just kidding. But yeah, I mean, we need to enjoy ourselves also once in a while.
But justifying something bad is
it's not advisable.
Not advisable. Yeah.
Because one thing about me, now we are talking about topic about food,
talking about
or talking about health, or talking about something
personal goals lah.
I would like to have a makeshift of mindset that it's okay to waste food. Why? Because I tend to eat those food that is not eaten in the fridge, and then I feel tak apalah habis lah. At least.
This is like so deep for me. Why? I cannot see uneaten food. I will force myself to eat.
Same.
And then like Liana will like tell me like, you can always pause and then you can just pack and eat it like some other time.
But then kalau dah expired, that's the thing. You need to always take account into what kind of food that is left over there. Because my wife like to keep food. Say that it will eat tomorrow, but it's left there for like close to a week. So you have to throw.
Yeah.
So instead of throwing, you eat lah.
Yeah.
And then
because you don't want to waste food, right? Because it's sunnah, right?
correct.
Yes.
So I live by that term, and then slowly I myself is in.
But somebody ever said this to me also. But not eating your fill also sunnah, right? Then I'm like, okay,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
We need to balance lah.
Need to find the balance.
I want to make sure I do like my daily walks, but now it's been very tough because it's raining and stuff like that.
Yeah, you gotta find the balance lah. Like Thanos
But I try lah. Okay, 2025 at least will be a year that I become Brock Lesnar,
Okay.
more or less lah.
but okay,
Or John Cena.
I'm actually quite proud of you because I think we discussed this like I think about 2 years on and off because we talk about you wanting to start creating content and finally you've
That side of
launched
things.
your YouTube and started creating your video content, showing your face more.
I want to create it as a habit lah.
Yeah.
So let's make that a habit of what I want to do. Everything is documented.
Yeah. I'm the one lacking behind now. So drunk with client work. Yeah. Excuses.
Yeah, man. Okay.
So what's your personal goals then?
Okay lah. Let's do the same as like what we did last year. Let's think of the word of the year.
I forget what's my word of the year.
Your word was very generic, but that's actually my word of the year. But I'm trying to pinpoint one. Your word was I think growth, was it?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I thought one of you was execution or something like that.
That's me.
Okay.
Implement.
So I've been doing everything that I need to do. Whatever I've learned, I've done it, and I'm seeing like a good amount of growth. But now I've reached. I think in the previous episode I shared that Reka has reached that stability point. Usually it's 3 years before the business becomes stable, right? But now I feel like we are stable, and this year my word of the year is growth. But the same thing like I said when we did the episode last year to you, I feel like it's very generic. So I want to find one. I'm still looking for that one thing that I want to focus on for the growth side of things. Do you have any that you want to focus on this year?
Upcoming year.
Yeah.
Aside from YouTube, I think I want to explore in.
Wait, so are we doing the word of the year or?
I don't know.
I think it's easier to do word of the year.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if we share our goals too much, then sometimes we don't achieve it. We will feel
Feel bad, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, just sharing with you guys what I actually planning to do and exploring. Is actually this is based on my own business because my nature of the business running a web and SEO company is more into B2B. So I've been meaning want to do this, but I've not done it yet. I don't know why. Excuses or no time or lack of time is cold email. So I think the word of the year, if you ask me, is cold. I want to keep it cold, which can convert it to warm and then become clients. And based on whatever marketing methods that we have, the socials, the ads, the organics, email remains relevant still today. So although people receive it cold, but this cold email have high conversion rate. So I want to focus this in 2025. And if this works out, or when this works out, inshallah, I want to have a small team.
Finally.
About
I always look at you as you because you shared with me that you've always wanted to run your business solo.
Yeah, like that's been a lifestyle business. So 2025, if my cold email system works, then that's where I want to bring in like a PA or someone that can replace me, someone that can execute the operations, and someone who can front face. So 3%, the PD, and then the operations, whatever the marketing person, and then lastly the account manager, which is the
admin.
the person that front face.
Okay, account manager.
So this 3% needs to be taking care of the company things lah. So so that's my plan. Cold, keep it cold and make it warm.
Okay, I think I figured out what I want to do. Or what was my word of the year?
Okay, what was it?
Okay,
but okay, just now I shared faith, right? Sorry, growth, right?
Growth,
But
yeah.
I think that the subset would be faith.
Okay.
Because this is something that I've been very passionate about, and I am very excited for. I think I shared just now earlier for Din Rahim, Yusafudin, and so on. Right, when we do something, we make sure that it's very related to faith. So this is something that I've been exploring quite a fair bit, understanding how the Muslim entrepreneurs work. And we're not talking about this time. We're talking about all the way from the Prophet's time, and we have like businesses from Abdurrahman ibn Auf. The business is still standing, and it is contributing to the community as a whole, and that's the reason why the people in the Arab community, some of them they go to the hospitals for free.
Yep.
Right? It's because of his wealth. It's so huge, abundance of wealth. So this is something that I want to be able to absorb and do it myself, to have an abundance mindset, limitless belief, and that kind of stuff. So that sort of growth is what I want to focus on.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean that's for me lah.
So faith lah.
Yeah, faith are very very related to faith, like understanding like Abdurrahman or even Siti Khadijah. Right? We know that she was a very successful businesswoman in her time. So yeah.
Because I remember what Dean mentioned in the Yusa podcast. You hustle, then when you neglect faith, and when you die, you are still at losing end because you don't focus on faith.
Yeah.
If you hustle for faith,
yes,
that's where you are killing two birds in one stone. With one stone. So yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's for me lah. What about you,
Mr. Amir Bashiruddin?
Last year my word of the year is contentment. I think I did mention that it's still a work in progress. But I think with a lot of guests that we actually have spoken to, I think I've learned a lot with regards to that. But this year I want to do something, or I want to have a word that is perhaps more practical. And I think the word is connection.
Yeah,
So
I think that's perfect right now.
Yeah,
for
like
you.
connection, whether it's connection to God or connection in terms of growing our own network, connecting with people who have crossed our path. Because ultimately, I still feel like there's a bit of distance between us and our past guests. I want to see how we can even connect that.
Okay.
I want to see how we can connect with a larger audience in the future, inshallah. Yeah, and of course, I know that one thing for sure is connection with the faith is something I want to focus on this year, because it's pretty much being neglected the past year. One way for me to always reconnect or re-establish the connection is to make sure that I appoint a time of the year where I'll do my umrah lah. Yeah.
Okay.
And one thing for sure is that every time I have a set date on when I want to go for my umrah, I'll make sure that physically I also match up to be able to perform my ibadah when I go for my umrah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are the different kind of way I want to connect in terms of whether it's faith, whether it's our own personal connections, human connections, all these things. Yeah, and also of course family is in there.
Are you bringing the kids? Planning?
My wife has plans for that lah, but we need to discuss further.
Because Ustaz Nuzan has a program going to Umrah with kids.
Okay.
So it's awesome. Like they will quote unquote like manage your kids program over there while doing ibadah. Then the parents can focus on our ibadah. So I think it's awesome. It's one of the kind. I think.
Actually a lot of parents especially think that when you bring your kids there, it's going to be a hassle.
Yeah.
But
last time.
Yeah, a lot of
it's not about hassle, because I brought my firstborn there when she was I think 1 or 2 years old. The concern is always about whether our tawaf or our mainly our tawaf,
khusyuk
not khusyuk, whether it's actually valid, because at any point of time if they were to pass motion or pass urine, then we need to stop the tawaf.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and the concern is if my wife were to be taking care of that part, right? Khusyuk is one issue lah, but another issue is I will be worried because my wife will be away from me in such a big place, in such a big mosque, finding I don't know whichever toilet it is to change my child. So that will also make me worry lah.
Okay. So I cannot say it for most parents also lah, because again I'm not yet, and but like whatever Nazrin has already shared earlier, there are asatizah who can actually help you bahaskan ni situasi lah. Ya, benda ni boleh settle. Orang boleh berbincang.
Memang boleh, but of course the concern, the worry is always there lah.
So my question now, I want to know, Nazrin, do you have plans this coming year maybe?
Still in discussion yet, because we have that in our planted on our heads to go. But inshallah lah, if it's not this coming year, 2026 lah. Because many things to sort out. One thing for sure is our place is going to MOP. So that is a thing which we are planning to see what we're gonna do next. But if nothing, then we just remain lah, status quo. But if we plan to go, for example, do what Shami did in JB, then but my wife, I don't know, she's not convinced yet. So I don't want to say anything about.
I think for her it's more of what can she do in terms of job.
Correct. So if once I've reached my milestone of a good take home pay from the business, then I think I can retire and then we go there. But after February is like 2 more months from the date of this recording. MOP already. I think a lot of agents knocking my door. They want to sell.
Yeah, definitely.
Kan?
You don't have to wait for February. I think January now already they probably slowly start.
You need to get your HLE up also.
Yeah.
Not good. Okay, tak apa.
Tak apalah. Maybe TJN trip lah, Umrah.
Why not? Why not?
I see their faces changing.
Initially, Amir said want to go Dubai. Remember?
Yeah.
So we can go there
You can
first.
go both.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say. We can do the Dubai trip and then go for Umrah.
Wait.
Or the other way around, doesn't even matter.
You guys have been to Umrah, right?
Alhamdulillah.
We can
yes.
go ourselves, right?
Yeah.
We don't need an agent.
Don't need.
You just need mutawif there lah.
Mutawif. Because okay, so
Just liars lah kat sana.
So for those of you who ever plan to go on a DIY Umrah trip, you can go and check out on Telegram. There's a DIY Umrah SG group. They share plenty of things. Things like when you want to travel or do your own Umrah, right? You need to make sure that you have your flight ready.
Yes.
You need to have a return ticket also, because they need to see the return, because they don't want you to stay over there.
Then you can apply for your visa.
Correct.
Okay, so that's step by step lah, checklist.
And then it is advised that if you have a first timer in the group, have a mutawif. So like for example, if you do want to, because like for me and I mean we probably know what to read and what to say and how to go about the whole situation.
I would say I know what to read, but we can read basically anything lah.
Yeah, we can read basically anything lah. But I think, or rather the right word to use is we are familiar with the place already.
Familiar with the place and the way to do the Umrah.
Yeah, so that's where the mutawif will help with the first timer like yourself.
Yeah, we can consider lah. It's good. It's a good thing.
Good.
It is definitely an eye opener from a podcaster to going to Umrah. It's a good thing. So we will see how it goes.
Okay, so we have like half the podcast left this episode to discuss, to share with the audience what we plan to do for the Golden Nuggets podcast.
Ami.
Kau terus
Okay, so I think this is not shared before because we lost our previous episodes lah.
Yes.
Yeah, so one of the episode Amir actually shared something. Okay lah, let him share lah.
You share lah.
So one of the things that I plan to do this year is not plan lah. It's already in motion lah. Is actually to leave my full-time job and officially do TGN full-time. Yeah, that's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one. Is it this one? No, not that one. Is it this one? I mean.
So the thing is, I think among all my businesses that I have, for my NFT, I don't really need much time on that lah. After all, the NFTs after it's sold, it's pretty much done lah.
Sorry.
For my first 8, I think I want to put less focus on that because from the time I actually decided to open my first aid company, that was actually a retirement plan.
Okay.
The plan is for me to just in a week just teach like 1-2 class, then that's it lah.
Okay.
That's my retirement plan. Like if I really got nothing else to do, at least that's a way for me to, aside from earning my my coffee money, there's also a way for me to interact with other people and also make sure that my nursing license is somewhat maintained lah. Because I'm still in the healthcare industry.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna not focus much on the BD for that, but what I'm gonna focus on, especially for this 2025, is how we can grow TGN and how we can bring it to the next level.
Which is why just now I mentioned that your word of the year connection is very in line with what you want to do, which is something that I don't know if the previous episodes ada ke tak, if it's there or not. But we actually shared, or rather Ami actually shared that he's in the process of joining a BNI.
Yes.
So that is, I think, a very good way to connect with a lot of other business owners.
Correct. Yeah. So I'll be representing TGN for BNI, and I'll be joining one of the biggest chapter in Singapore. Of course, aside from the fact that the three of us can grow our connections there. That chapter itself, they have like over 100 members, and when we talk about 100 different members, circle of influence, that is basically like you can talk about thousands of people that we will eventually perhaps get connected with.
Okay.
And I feel that one of the way that I can actually bring value to the BNI chapter, or perhaps they can also bring value to me, is through our Podium segment.
So imagine like if all of the members take up the Podium, we have 100 times 300, which is 30k.
Yeah, 30k revenue lah.
I mean, aside from the money, also it be quality content for all of you.
Yeah.
At least we have it covered for about 2 years worth.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's it also. How BNI works is we technically connect with all the other business owners. And the good thing is, you guys, if you're tuning in and hearing us, watching us, wherever you are from, right? And if you want to be invited to the chapter, our chapter, that Ami is representing us in, then you can just hit us up, and then Ami can actually invite you to one of the sessions, and you can experience it for yourself, how people connect with each other in a BNI chapter.
Yes, correct. We have had past guests who actually grew their business substantially through the BNI system.
And BNI only. It's like,
that's the only thing that he do.
Yeah.
So wow.
Yeah. So it's quite impressive. So of course I hope to also learn from them on how we can actually grow our own businesses also in the near future lah.
Through the connections in BNI lah.
Correct. Yeah. Aside from that, Podium is going to be something that I'm going to focus on. For the pricing, we are looking into increasing the price further. But of course, we will still try to maintain it below a certain amount lah. Of course, we can't disclose to you guys what is the amount that we have in mind. Aside from that, of course, I'll need to look for at least perhaps 2 other main sponsors. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of sponsors, can I just take a quick break and just thank all our sponsors from 2024?
Yes.
Who has supported us and shared with us their wisdom as well in the episode, in their own respective episodes. So,
Correct.
Yeah. So thank you to all of you. Yeah. Oh yes, one more thing. Because in the episode that we lost, we actually thank one of our newest team member. Which we didn't share. So in this recording, so we do have a new team member. We have a video editor who is editing this video that you are watching, and the past videos as well, and the reels. So whatever you've seen is all thanks to Rafi. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I think that's how I'm gonna focus for TGN.
Yeah.
If we can onboard 2 other main sponsors and we fill up our entire years of Podium, I think that will be a decent cash flow for all three of us lah.
I mean, we try to look at long term lah.
Yes.
So if let's say we have a package, then definitely it's make it worth for them to come in and sign long term.
Yes.
Like 3 years. Ooh, so
3 years. Agak-agak.
never know.
But yeah, you never know.
Because in the end
Never
of the
say
day,
no, huh?
they need to trust our brand, what we can do, whatever that we are going to put forth, in our content.
Yes.
The value, like, especially that we bring right up from just speaking on the camera, it needs to have some sort of like return. Although it's not really marketing but it's more into what they can bring back
Yes.
once they are part of us as sponsors.
Yeah. Because ultimately, thanks to you guys, our podcast is different in a way that we are reaching out to people, and also we are in a way marketing to other people in a totally different way from most of the other podcasts out there.
Yeah.
So I think that is one of our main USP, and we hope that our future sponsors can also benefit more from what we have in mind.
Yeah. And a word for our sponsors is that don't worry about just the views on the reels, because content like this, like for businesses, they are evergreen.
Yes.
People who want to finally jump on board and become a business owner, run their own business, they probably listen to like even from the episode 1, which we've seen the numbers grow from all the way from episode 1.
Yes.
So
our top episode is still our first episode.
yeah.
Is it still?
Yes.
Wow, interesting.
Second is Nina's.
Yeah. Nina overtake me already.
Yeah, Nina. Wow.
Yeah.
So, but bottom line is like it can be played anytime, anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, so exactly that's what I wanted
It's
to say.
always relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah. One more thing I wanted to share, which I
Now, how about you?
forgot.
What do you think you want to improve for TGN?
TGN. Whatever I've wanted for last year. Look at the setup that we have now. Right. I did say that we should have some way to actually do all these things, where the camera, the monitor and everything. So I think,
only the Godox.
yeah. Now
The
we
lighting.
just don't have the lighting. So this is something that Nazrin actually won.
Yeah, I've been longing to have that for the longest time.
And I kind of like override him. I say, no, we need this first.
Yeah.
Which I think now the setup is already almost complete. We just need to have lighting. That's why you see, unfortunately, Ami's face a bit
Still
dark.
a bit dark.
A bit dark, eh?
Yeah.
I should have one more light above.
Yeah, but Nazrin, your angle nice. I think the light.
Must see the people lah.
No, the light, everything.
Really?
Yeah, the
I cannot
the background
see,
setup with the guitar.
Yeah.
I can see the guitar.
Mine only like this only. But you see this thing over here, guys. This is actually, I cannot shift the camera. But this, we do have like our branding here.
Banner lah.
A banner here. Yeah. So what I want for TGN.
Yeah. Carry on. Sorry.
I want more views.
Yes.
So we
It
might
will be
need to
something I will be working.
Yeah, we might need to have a strategic discussion on how we want to move that forward, and then have like a bit more views, not just to benefit
Our sponsors.
but to benefit you guys, the
Yes,
community,
benefit the masses.
Because this is the one thing that I wanted to say that I forgot earlier. The one thing that I wanted to share with you is that we had a few messages people saying that they were so interested in running their own business, and they finally did it thanks to us, listening to us, and this is the kind of motivation that we want.
Yes.
And I want more of that.
Yes.
Dopamine effect. I am addict, guys. Dopamine addict. So if you guys do finally jump that fence, right, and then are running your own business, share with us. We'll be more than happy, genuinely happy for you.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I want, Nazrin. Other than the Godox.
For me, I want to make sure we pick up pace on the email side of things, the newsletter. We already picked up this on TikTok already. We catch up on the reels. But basically the marketing side of things, the publishing side of things, awareness of how TGN is online. It needs to be up pace lah. I mean, we need to improve to a certain level. Like you mentioned about views, right? What I was thinking, like even run a small $1 or maybe $5 ads per day to just get awareness from people of our previous reels, because those reels in the past needs to be pushed.
Yeah.
Organically, they might not do well. Like Mustafa Kamal is a good.
Mustafa Kamal is
episode.
this. Yeah. Good.
So if we like run a short awareness campaign, where people realize Mustafa Kamal spoke in TGN before, then they can come back, then they watch all, they binge all, and probably that would be a good touch point for them to know TGN, and then they can be part of a community. All these are basically efforts to push our brand online and the awareness lah. So we need to improve on that sense. We compare our numbers now and then and see how we should do that in 2024. Like we compare 2023 because we started in 2023, right?
Yeah, mid-year.
Then of course because we have a full 2024.
Yes.
Now. So let's use this as a benchmark, and then we improve our numbers in 2025. Then that's where I think we can judge and see how our progress has been so far.
Yes.
And since you mentioned about reels, we should have it in YouTube Shorts. We can post everything
that
now.
One manual work, bro.
Because
Rafi.
sorry Rafi tengah edit macam, right? But anyway, because in YouTube it's no longer 1 minute.
Wow.
3 minutes. So now we can post all the reels that we've been doing, right? We can post it on YouTube.
But Rafi's reels is within 1 minute, right? I saw like
Some of his reels are 1 minute. So we can tell him to extend a bit lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, can tell him lah. But our past reels have been about 1 or 2 minute plus, right?
Yeah.
The most.
I think that one we can re-upload.
I don't know where I put but I hope it's in Telegram.
I think
Most
so.
of it is
most
whatever that is in Telegram, it should be in Telegram.
Because the
kalau tak ada macam mana, dia macam missing.
because
Unless you extract from Instagram.
I can extract from Instagram, but it will. You need to go back all the way from who's that girl name? I forget. I can't remember. The one that runs the event company.
Darlene.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
far.
Yeah, Darlene.
But never mind. We look into how to solve this issue. YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
For sure.
Anything else you guys want to add on to this episode where we update future updates?
No, I think for me, that is what I'm going to focus on for the next 1 year.
Yeah, because we already have all the setups.
Yes.
Yeah.
Except for the Go Dogs lah. But the setups is there. We just need to make sure we implement, we execute.
Yes.
You don't execute, so no point. Have good items or equipments, but then don't utilize it.
Yeah.
Like how previously this room is without the podcast. I have the space, but it's not utilized properly. I never do YouTube video, gerbak-gerbu, and then now having a podcast, it's like
Something.
it's utilized to the fullest lah.
Yeah.
Every inch of this office.
How do you feel about it now?
Relief lah, because it's something which is a productive place to not only do my work. I can do content. I can do. It's basically everything. So it's a good second home, I would say. But if only there's a shower here, then I can overnight, But no lah.
Overnight, don't.
Yeah. I've been there lah. No, about smelly lah. Because if you get to shower, whatever, still just don't lah.
Yeah. Together, got towel hanging.
Family first.
Yeah.
Of course. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. Right. So with that, I think shall we conclude this episode?
Yes.
Any
please.
final words, Nazrin?
No, all good.
Good. Ami?
All good.
Okay. And if this is the first time you are tuning into us, welcome to the Golden Nuggets Season 3. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn,
TikTok,
and everywhere lah.
Yes.
Do subscribe to our
newsletter
as well. And with that being said, thank you. It has been a wonderful 2024.
Alhamdulillah.
But now let's tune in for 2025. See you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.